Good evening, Leo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomantic Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscription. Okay, so Leo, I've already posted a past life reading for you. I've decided to go on and just give you another past life reading to see your existence in another life and to see what you experienced, how you may have died, as well as the most important lesson that you learn during that time here. Okay? And so we're focusing more so again on reincarnation here for those of you who believe in it. So you may ask, Leo, what is reincarnation? Reincarnation, ladies and gentlemen, is the belief that the human spirit, because it's eternal as a promise from God, survives the death of the body and returns to recurring lifetimes. Okay? So, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my shallow tarot deck as indicated, and I'm going to focus here on a time before the womb. And rest assured, Leos, this reading simply may not resonate for each and every one of you out there, but for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you invaluable information. Okay, so the information that I'm going to be providing is going to show you a lot of your shadow tendencies. And if you're still doing the same thing in this life, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to release. Okay, so that you can transform your experience. All right, so let's go on and just meditate here quickly. Spirit, I ask you to take me back to a life before the womb for Leos here. And Leo, this reading has no expiration period, but it is valid until the end of this year. Okay? Let's start off by looking at the card that fell to the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay. You have the devil. All right. So it seems to me, Leos, that you were in a negative frame of mind here during this time period, during this life that you left. You had an arduous time letting shit go, really. And you felt guilty, constantly tied to sex, I'm getting. The erotic sex, the sex that's very, you know, just all over the place here. Okay, you also got involved in alcohol and drugs, so much so, Leo, that you sabotage your very existence. You were extremely greedy and you were battered, abused, or perhaps you may have done this to others, okay? You were full with various delusions here I'm getting, and worry, confusion, okay? You were very narcissistic and very unproductive I'm getting during this lifetime, okay? Let's move on and to kind of see more about who you were and your interaction with your family here. All right. We have justice. Okay. So it appears that you felt very, excuse me, you felt very oppressed and you were a rebel at best. I'm kind of getting here with this card. You always felt your family, I'm kind of getting, ladies and gentlemen, somewhat had favorites, I'm kind of getting. And I'm kind of feeling that it's likely that you were unfair to even to yourself, okay? As well as your family being unfair in some way. You felt you never got the apology you deserve from people, and you might have been abused, or you may have abused your power that I'm getting here. Some of you might even could have been a lawyer or judge or even an arbiter in some way that I'm kind of getting here, looking at that card there. All right. So now let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen, and look at what your likely gender and as well as, more in your age here that I'm getting here, okay? We have the Seven of Cups. So you can see here from the symbolism of this card, it appears that you were a woman, I'm getting, okay? And I feel that you you lacked a clear focus and had very unrealistic expectations, further emphasizing the fact here from your this bottom card here, the devil. And that contributed to you really not having clear focus. You had very, like I said, very unrealistic expectations about things, and you couldn't really see the forest, ladies and gentlemen, from the trees here. And again, with this card, it shows that it shows further, it further emphasizes the fact that you were abusing alcohol or drugs as a way to escape confrontation with your family. I'm getting there were simply too many options, and you didn't heed your intuition, ladies and gentlemen, which is something that you may be still struggling. Okay, you constantly procrastinated and you didn't follow through with your plans. Okay, you simply daydream a bit too much, and I feel that you just felt a bit too spacey. All right, let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen, and look at more of the different types of professions that give you more occupations, as well as what was your strength. Okay, we have the four of wands there. All right, so this card is kind of indicating that you had a very stable home environment, uh, but it seems that you still had a hard time settling when it comes to your romantic situation, despite those negative tendencies that you had here. Some of you might even been a realtor, did something with property, or you may have been even an event type planner. Okay, I'm going to pull another card just to get some more information surrounding occupations and what you may have done as well. Okay, let's pull this card here. We have the Knight of Wands here. So some of you might have also been a debater, okay? Or you were involved in sports in some way, like maybe sport medicine, or you might have been a sports commentator, etc. Okay? So those are by no means all of the occupations that you could have done here, but those are the ones that I'm picking up. All right. So now let's move on to look at what was your greatest victory in that lifetime here. You have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So some of you may have also been psychics as well. But I see that your greatest victory was really embracing new opportunities, being creative, ladies and gentlemen, restoring peace and harmony, starting a new business enterprise, or being financially well off, or having children and being a loving mother that I'm seeing here with this. All right. So, of course, greatest victories often bring great challenges, right? So let's move on and see what your greatest challenge might have been. Wow, you have this Tower card. My goodness, that's a rather destructive card, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that said, that certainly tells me that your greatest challenge was you kind of experienced one challenge after the next. And I'm kind of getting to one of the challenges that you had is that you was constantly holding on to the past extremely too much when you knew that it no longer served you. Okay? You had a hard time surrendering things, as I said, that you've outgrown, seizing new opportunities here. Okay? And embracing change. You constantly severed ties with others, and you were very, very, although you were very energetic, you just shocked people a lot that I'm getting here. You moved from one relationship to the next as fast as you ended one. Okay? So now let's move right along and see, ladies and gentlemen, how perhaps that you may have died, particularly in this life. Wow. You have the Hangman. Okay? So it seems to me that you guys died feeling very immobilized, I'm getting. Okay? And you seem to have died because that Hangman connects with the head. So some of you may have had a mental type disorder, or some type of, you may have had sinus issues here, but I'm seeing here you died being in limbo. Okay, you died. It doesn't seem that you were that happy when you passed here. You know, you were just, I don't see like family and stuff surrounding you here. It's just that you just died with a feeling of suspension I'm getting. So now let's move right along, Leos, and look at the lesson that you learned that you might want to consider embracing as well in this life. Okay, we have, wow, the lovers. So we all know what the lovers mean here. So it shows that you learn, ladies and gentlemen, how to make rational decisions. Okay, prior to your death. Okay, I feel that you also learn about the importance of sharing, about the importance of trusting. You learn to love yourself, to trust in spirit for guidance, and to negotiate or to compromise win-win situations. Okay, so it certainly shows that by the end of your life, you've learned to kind of get over some of these shadowy tendencies, but you better watch out for those tendencies surfacing now in this life. All right. So Leo, what I like to do is I'm going to just shuffle up another deck here just to give you a few more final messages on a few things that you might want to consider surrendering as you attempt to transform your life here. So Spirit, what additional messages would you like me to share here with Leo? And Leos, this is one of your bonus readings. I'm going to certainly be getting into your readings for your birthday, and I have a lot of special readings coming for you. So be sure to subscribe and to tap that bell so that you can see readings as I post them. Okay? All right, so let's see. Leos, is just simply time that you surrender to what is. Live in this moment. Flow with what is instead of fighting against it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you the peace, Leos, that you're seeking. Okay? It's time that you surrender stubbornness. Some of you are very, very hard-headed and stubborn. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, Leos, gently observe yourself and become more yielding to the situation. Because this certainly will help you communicate more lovingly with others as well as with yourself. It's time that you surrender now. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best informed decision. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you, Leo. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward more positive solutions in your life. And last but not least, it's time, Leo, that you surrender to joy. Understand that a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor every moment of it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard times and easy times because this would allow you to bring in more joy and you allow you to keep surrendering to more joy. So in conclusion today, Leos, I'd like to just leave you with one final message from my amazing postcards here. Okay? So Spirit, what final message would you like me to share here with Leos regarding the topic under discussion? Okay, Leo, let's go on and select this postcard right here, and I'm going to read it as it is written. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved, and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were your truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or chaotic or, in fact, barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you are the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you are already. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. All right. So, Leos, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope it offered you food for thought and just to give you a glimpse of another lifetime here. Be sure to take a few moments, Leo, to hit that subscription button. Okay. And also, if this does resonate within your soul, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Okay. Should you wish to have a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.